In Dopamine Nation, Finding Balance in the Age of Indulgence, Dr. Anna Lembke explores how our modern pursuit of pleasure has led to an unprecedented epidemic of addiction and emotional suffering. Through a blend of neuroscience, clinical case studies, philosophical insights, and personal anecdotes, Lembke illustrates how the human brain's natural systems of reward and pain regulation are being overwhelmed by a culture of instant gratification. The book is both a sobering critique of modern life and a hopeful guide to reclaiming balance and well-being. At the heart of Dopamine Nation is the concept of dopamine, a neurotransmitter that plays a central role in pleasure, motivation, and reward. Lembke explains that dopamine operates on a balance in the brain, where every experience of pleasure is counterbalanced by a corresponding dip into pain. This equilibrium is essential for maintaining emotional stability and long-term satisfaction. However, the modern world, with its abundance of pleasurable stimuli like social media, processed food, drugs, and entertainment, overloads the brain's reward system, tipping the balance toward dysfunction. Over time, the brain compensates for the excess stimulation by reducing its sensitivity to dopamine, leading to tolerance, diminished pleasure, and a need for ever-increasing amounts of stimulation to feel normal. This process is at the root of addiction. Lembke delves into the addiction cycle, describing it as a self-reinforcing loop of compulsive behavior, withdrawal, and craving. Addiction is not limited to substances like drugs or alcohol but extends to behaviors like compulsive eating, gaming, shopping, or smartphone use. These activities exploit the same neurological pathways, turning ordinary pleasures into sources of dependence. As the brain adapts to the overuse of dopamine, individuals are left in a state of dysphoria, a deep sense of dissatisfaction and emotional pain. This state drives them to seek relief through the very behaviors that caused the imbalance, perpetuating the cycle of addiction. One of the most compelling aspects of the book is Lembke's use of clinical case studies to illustrate the universality of addiction. Her patients come from diverse backgrounds and struggle with various forms of compulsive behavior, yet their experiences share common themes. For instance, a young man addicted to video games becomes so consumed by his virtual world that he loses touch with reality, while a middle-aged woman addicted to opioids finds herself trapped in a cycle of physical and emotional dependence. These stories humanize the science, showing how addiction is not a moral failing but a deeply ingrained biological and psychological phenomenon. Lembke also shares her personal experiences with addiction, admitting to her own struggles with compulsive behaviors like binge-watching TV shows. Her vulnerability underscores a key message of the book: addiction is a universal human condition, shaped by our shared biology and the environments we inhabit. This shared vulnerability makes it all the more important to understand the mechanisms of addiction and take deliberate steps to restore balance. A central theme of the book is the interplay between pleasure and pain. Lembke argues that in our relentless pursuit of pleasure and avoidance of pain, we have lost the ability to tolerate discomfort and delay gratification. This has made us more vulnerable to addiction and less resilient in the face of life's challenges. The modern world exacerbates this problem by providing an endless supply of easily accessible pleasures, from junk food to social media, that hijack our dopamine system. These pleasures are often designed to be addictive, exploiting our brain's natural tendencies to maximize profit and consumption. To break free from this cycle, Lembke advocates for a deliberate embrace of discomfort. She introduces the concept of dopamine fasting, a period of abstinence from addictive behaviors or substances that allows the brain's reward system to reset. While this process can be intensely uncomfortable at first, it ultimately leads to greater emotional stability and a renewed capacity to experience pleasure. Lembke emphasizes that the path to recovery is not about avoiding pain altogether but about finding a healthy balance between pleasure and pain. The book also explores the broader societal implications of addiction. Lembke critiques a culture of consumerism and technological saturation that encourages compulsive behavior and erodes self-control. From social media algorithms designed to keep us scrolling to the commodification of leisure and relationships, modern life is rife with traps that exploit our neurobiological vulnerabilities. Lembke warns that unless we address these systemic issues, we will continue to see rising rates of addiction, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. Despite its sobering analysis, Dopamine Nation offers hope and practical solutions. Lembke highlights the human capacity for resilience and change, emphasizing that recovery is possible through intentional effort and self-awareness. By engaging in activities that require effort and perseverance, such as exercise, mindfulness, creative pursuits, or service to others, individuals can restore their dopamine balance and cultivate a deeper sense of meaning and connection. Lembke also underscores the importance of community and accountability in overcoming addiction, drawing on examples from 12-step programs and other recovery frameworks. A particularly powerful aspect of the book is its philosophical underpinning. Lembke challenges readers to reconsider their relationship with pleasure and pain, suggesting that true happiness comes not from the constant pursuit of pleasure but from the ability to endure discomfort and find meaning in life's challenges. She draws on historical and cultural perspectives, including insights from Buddhism, Stoicism, and existential philosophy, to show how different traditions have emphasized the value of suffering and the dangers of excess. In the final chapters, Lembke offers practical strategies for finding balance in an age of indulgence. These include setting boundaries with technology, practicing mindfulness, engaging in meaningful work, and cultivating gratitude. She emphasizes that the path to a fulfilling life is not about eliminating pleasure but about learning to appreciate it in moderation and in its proper context. By understanding the mechanisms of dopamine and taking deliberate steps to restore balance, we can reclaim control over our lives and find lasting contentment. Dopamine Nation is a profound exploration of the challenges and opportunities of modern life. It combines cutting-edge neuroscience with timeless wisdom to provide a roadmap for navigating a world saturated with excess. Lembke's compassionate and insightful approach makes the book a valuable resource for anyone seeking to understand addiction, improve their mental health, or simply live a more balanced and meaningful life. Through its blend of science, storytelling, and practical advice, the book offers a powerful message of hope and resilience in the face of modern challenges.